sold $500 billion in toxic loans, calling it the American dream. This was not a market crash or a simple mistake. It was a calculated strategy. It was a choice made by one man who pocketed $470 million while the world burned. In private, he called his own products poison. In public, he was hailed as a hero. While claiming to save the American dream, he triggered more foreclosures than any other lender. Angelo Mazzillo was the son of a butcher from the Bronx. He built an empire on the idea that everyone deserved a home, regardless of their bank account. By the early 2000s, his company, Countrywide, was funding 1 out of every 5 mortgages in America. Smartest people on Wall Street believed he had solved the riddle of financial risk. Angelo started Countrywide with $500,000 to disrupt the big banks. 2005, he was the king of mortgages, commanding 50,000 employees. He received the Horatio Alger Award for overcoming adversity to achieve success. He ran a program called Friends of Angelo, giving secret discounts to his regulators. His personal fortune exceeded $600 million during the housing bubble, pledged to lend $1 trillion to minority borrowers to appear as a champion. The secret was the liar loan, where borrowers never had to prove they had jobs. He introduced the 80-20 loan, allowing people to buy houses with zero money down. He sold pay option mortgages where the debt grew every time a payment was made. Loan officers earned massive commissions for closing loans, regardless of whether the families could pay. In 2007, Countrywide stock price began to vanish as the housing market collapsed. Bank of America bought the wreckage for a fraction of its value to prevent a total collapse. Bank eventually paid over $50 billion in fines for the fraud Mazzillo left behind. The government charged him with insider trading, but the criminal investigation was quietly dropped in 2011. No senior executive at Countrywide ever served a single day in prison for the $500 billion in toxic loans. The American dream was a $500 billion lie. Inside Countrywide, they called it the Hustle, a program designed to remove humans from the loan process. The goal was speed over safety, allowing the bank to ignore thousands of instances of blatant fraud. Internal error rates reached 40%, but the machine was moving too fast to stop. Maria and Jose thought they were building a future until their monthly payment doubled in 30 days. Brokers were paid massive bonuses for tricking families into the highest interest rates possible. Florida, 1 in 4 homeowners were soon underwater, owing more than their houses were worth. Entire neighborhoods became ghost zones as thousands of families were forced into bankruptcy. In 2006, Mazzillo sent an email admitting he was worried about the quality of his bank's loans. To the public, he promised that Countrywide was the safest investment in the world. In 1 week, customers withdrew $1 billion in a panic bank run that signaled the end. As the ship began to sink, Mazzillo changed his trading plans to sell his stock faster than ever. He sold $140 million in stock while telling employees to keep their savings in the company. He knew the loans were toxic, calling them the most disgusting products he had ever seen. When the Securities and Exchange Commission finally caught him, his corporate insurance policy paid for most of the fine. He personally paid only $22 million, which was less than 5% of the profit he made. Over 6 million American families lost their homes as the housing market crumbled. In private, Mazzillo admitted the subprime market was gone and that they were in a death spiral. He told his inner circle he was going to sell everything he could before the world realized the truth. The collapse of these poison loans triggered a global financial disaster that wiped out $7 trillion in wealth. The market crashed. Mazzillo cashed out $470 million in stock options. Angelo Mazzillo turned homeownership into a factory process, stripping away safety to maximize his personal profit. He died in 2023 at age 84, having never faced a criminal trial for what he did. $500 billion in poison loans broke the American economy.